talking about your dad, MDA, obviously, Mukesh Ambani for all of us is the inspiration for our whole country. Everyone looks up to him. You have a mom who actually runs larger companies than 99% of our business people in India. So you have this like super achieving family. How do you step into these shoes? These shoes are like very large shoes to fill. And how do you manage, and what is your biggest inspiration?
You know, Harsh, biggest inspiration goes without doubt is the family that we've grown up with. We've all lived under one roof for now 32 years of our lives. And the inspiration is not too far to find in both my parents. I deeply value the human beings that they are and the work that they do. But the inspiration really does not come from, large items. Of course, the vision, the boldness, the ability to be very, very inspiring. It comes from the small things, like for example, till date, my father clears each and every email that is sent to him, and he does it till 2 a.m. at night, and he's working for the 4th decade of his working life. And that's where the inspiration really comes from. My mom, very, very similarly, like we'll be staring at the same thing. We share a joint passion for cricket, and we're watching the same TV, but the small little details that she notices is something that you can draw inspiration out of. And I think out of and above everything is their dedication is the biggest inspiration for everyone around us who are who have grown up around them. And that's really why we can say that the biggest inspirations, because we can tell all of the small nuanced things that make the difference, like working at 2 a.m. in the morning, clearing an email that is sent to him. And this year will be his 45th year working at Reliance, is where you can find it.
That's amazing. And I've personally seen this work ethic growing up. I think we've had first-hand experience into just seeing and being inspired by people who, for whom work is actually their life and how they manage it, but at the same time raise a great family and spend quality time there. So I fully agree. Now, you've stepped into these big shoes. You've now taken on the role of chairman of JIO. It's literally the forefront of technology of India. Every single person here is thankful for finally getting us 5G internet at the best speeds possible. While we travel, I get like 150 Mbps in my car on my phone, which is just phenomenal. How do you feel about this responsibility?
I'm going to say something which I truly believe. Like, I think it's a great honor to be chairman, but I've never personally worked for titles, and they don't mean a lot to me personally, in the sense, when we were growing up, what we saw is a legacy being created, started from my grandfather and extended by my father, my mother, now myself, Isha and Ananta, trying to continue to build that legacy. What is that legacy? That legacy is really beyond creating impact, and creating impact for our country first and then for our company. That's something that we have to embody, me and Isha, as we grow into these big shoes to fill. No doubt they're big shoes to fill, but understanding that impact, creating that impact as we go on into the future, try to create our own businesses, try to create our own impact on society, for the good of society and the good for India, and then what happens to the company is next. So it's not really the title that you think you should feel the responsibility for. You should feel the responsibility for creating that impact and actually helping millions and millions of Indians to thrive.
I think that's a great answer. We all have to focus on the impact we create. We're all very fortunate to be in a country where our domestic product itself can reach 800 million Indians thanks to JIO. And it's a great time to be running a tech company and to have tech startups for all you entrepreneurs out there.
আপুনি বিচৰা বাতৰি পাব কেৱল News 18 এপত। News 18 এপ ডাউনলোড কৰিবলৈ স্ক্যান কৰক এই QR কোড। Google Play Storeতো পাব এই News 18 এপ।